So in terms of that prioritization exercise, does it make any difference if you are freelancing or contracting as opposed to setting up a startup?
So obviously there are differences for, employment rights, tax reasons between freelancers and sort of companies, but effectively they're doing the same thing. If you're providing services, then you still need to think about the same things. So you still need to think, do I need terms and conditions or a contract? What am I doing with data? And some of those things will change. So how you're acting, as whether you're acting as a data processor or controller, might change in those situations. But you need to think about all of them still and identify what you're doing so you can get the right contracts, notices, things in place.
I think IP is a big thing as well, isn't it, for particularly freelancers and creatives, because they have an enormous amount of intellectual property that I think sometimes gets underestimated, from photography to written content on their own blog site or written content for other people, and the line gets really blurred, doesn't it, sometimes, between what you own if you've been commissioned to create something and what you own where you're just creating and sort of publishing, posting, selling in your own right.
And I think the other important thing to think about is your liability, because I've seen a company, quite often people have companies because it is limited liability, whereas if you're a sole trader, it's you. So, you need to think about, actually, what do I need in terms of insurance or in my terms and conditions to try and protect me.
I mean, that's one of the areas of contracts that I have to say still makes me really uncomfortable. That sort of section that says warranties and indemnities, where you're saying, I'm only going to be liable for this, I'm promising all of these things, and you can hold me liable if any of those promises turn out not to be true. And I think as a business owner, particularly when you're starting out, of course you want to build a reputation, be credible, clearly be honest. Most of us do want to be very honest, but that sense of, how far do I go? How much do I say here? What should the tag of value around that liability be? You guys have obviously helped us through that, helped me personally through that, but it's a scary part of a contract, I think, that
because it can be
gloss over.
If something goes wrong, that can be a crucial part of the contract. So it's important to get it right, but you've also got to remember that you need to be fair to your customers as well. So it works both ways.